You stop working, you stop earning. That is the truth. So today's topic, it is about how to protect the income of medical doctors. If you're a medical doctor in Malaysia, there are basically two settings: government settings and the private settings. Private or government doctors are the same. Doctors is the same. Your income stream depends on whether you work today. You stop working, you stop earning. That is the truth. So what will stop you from working? Number one is premature death. If you either die too early, then it will stop you from working. Number two, if you have minor disability. A doctor told me he needs these 3 fingers only to do a keyhole surgery. But you need both hands. But if you lose 2 fingers, then your ability to operate is discounted. Or you have total disability, the person cannot stand, cannot move anymore. That becomes a bad problem. If the person has serious illnesses like cancer, stroke, not able to work, serious accidents. I have a doctor's friend who lost his memory because of a motorcycle accident. Could he continue working? Of course not. Doctors who went through a bad divorce into serious depression. Medical legal. If you don't handle your medical legal well, you lose your license, become a problem. If the person is unfit to work, what will happen to them? So if you're looking at the government servants, you can either choose an early retirement, which the government provides, and you get an early pension, or EPF participant, you can do early withdrawals. But my question to you, where can you work after this? Who will hire you? The private doctors have a scarier path. If they become unfit to work, they goes into forceful early retirement. You will retire with whatever you have saved up, and that's it. You may need to sell your assets, sell your clinic, sell your house. Your clinic might not worth as much as when you are working there. If let's say Clinic Chan is operating for 20 years and he become disabled and he's 50 years old, and when Dr. Chan leaves the clinic, do you think Clinic Chan is still worth that much? So the question is, what now? What can you do? So every doctor must have a plan B, just in case you lose the ability to work as a doctor. How much income should I be protecting? The number of years of your annual income supporting your last child to the age of 23. 3 simple ways to protect your income. Number 1 is strict and systematic savings. For government doctors, I would suggest you to save 30% of your income. When you put aside this money, it becomes an emergency fund for you, just in case you're unfit to work. If you do not need it, means you work until 60 and happily retire, then it becomes your second retirement fund. For private doctors, I would suggest 50 to 60% of your income as a strict savings, because your income bracket is much higher than the government doctors. For emergency business sinking fund, just in case the person becomes unfit to work, or as a second retirement, then it becomes your private retirement fund. Build a system around your practice. Start behaving like a businessman. Build a system and a franchise. But more importantly, you must learn how to build a brand. After you've done that, then you want to hire younger doctors to run your brand, not run your clinic. So by building a brand, you want to be free, build businesses. Third simple ways of actually getting around protecting income is to transfer the risk. Third way, medical legal, the professional indemnity insurance. Have you bought it? Now all government doctors must buy professional indemnity. The private one are doing it. Number 2, income protection policy. A policy that is designed to protect the income of a doctor. Do you have enough life insurance and critical illness policy? To my surprise, a lot of government doctors, when they turn private, they are very inadequately insured. Professional disability insurance. Do you have a professional disability insurance? Do you know that your right hand can be insured at 5 million with less than few thousand ringgit a year? So, what is the easiest and the fastest way to transfer risk? Saving is the hardest way. Why? Because saving takes time. System. You want to build a system and a franchise around it? Can. But it will take time to build. Third one is transfer of risk. It only take 2% of your savings to do it. Doing insurance policy, it is still the cheapest, the fastest, and the easiest way to do a protection of your income. So let me just share with you savings. How do you do? This is normal how people save, doctors save money. So if you are 35 years old, you just came out from government practice, you're a specialist. Yeah, first year specialist. Somewhere hired you. You get an income and you plan ahead. You want to do some savings for your older self. At 55, you want to retire, and you are actually doing it for the next 20 years. So you save up every month, you save 30%. The person becomes sick. What happened to your plan? Say on the 3rd year, the person becomes sick. Your banks will be knocking your door. Your house has not paid up yet. You stop working, you stop earnings. If you're a private doctor, if you have suppliers, no cash, no supplies, how? So that becomes a problem. What happens to your retirement fund? Problem is you cannot even finish your retirement fund. You're still young. You don't have the ability to keep earning. You cannot retire. There's no retirement fund for the guy who's 55. My suggestion is that you transfer the risk. Let me show you another way. You're 35, you want to retire at 55. So there's a good 20 years you want to save a retirement fund. The same amount you give to the banks, you pay us. Right? And after 20 years, just in case when you started the plan, you become sick, and the banks do the same thing. I want your money back. Suppliers come, I want your money back. But what if the insurance company tells you, we're going to pay you $1 million in cash, and when you retire, we will still give back your money. So let me show you a simple idea on how to work this out. You can strictly save some money with us, say $3,000 a month, and then you save for 20 years. You have saved $720,000. After 20 years, your cash account with us, your retirement savings account with us, we have about 1.3 million, nearly double of what you have paid. But in the meantime, we will provide you a life insurance of 2 million, a serious critical illness of 2 million, and also give you an accidental policy of 4 million. If you're sick and you're not able to work, the policy pays 2 million out. And the retirement fund is still intact. Is that okay with you or not?